Hello everyone and welcome back. I am back to you guys with this palette. It's very raved about and I thought, oh, why not try it out for you guys, review it for you so that you know if it's worth your money. So if you'd like to see how we did this look inspired by this, then just keep on watching. And I'll try to do something similar to that today. I wasn't gonna buy this at all, but I thought, why not try it out, see what the hype is all about. It comes so pretty, but this thing is huge. I will try to do the most colorful, like the yellow, the orange, the red at the top, and then the rest maybe on the bottom of the lid, but I will be starting with these colors. The hard thing is when you take the clear thingy off, you don't know which color you're using, so that's a little difficult. And when I'll be blending some of these colors out, you guys, I will just speed it over so this video doesn't take forever. I just wanted to see if these blend out really well and how they work with each other and all of that. And I already primed my lid. I'll be starting with yellow right in the crease. I gotta say, this yellow is pretty pigmented and it blends out pretty nicely so far. The pigment isn't just rubbing off, it's blending out nicely and putting it all over in the crease. I don't know if this will be like a... the picture will be an inspiration to do, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything like it, so do some similar to that. We just won't be doing the whole white thing because I'm going to work after this and I don't want to look cray-cray, you know? And the next, I'll just be picking up an orange shade that's right at the top and placing it right in my inner part of the eye and blending that out. So they blend out really nicely. The pigment is pretty amazing too. I suppose this became really popular because obviously JamesCharles is pretty popular and on social media. And any influencer on social media is just gonna make anything popular. They could probably take a trash bag and make something out of it and it'll be like this huge hype and people will go and buy that trash bags. I don't know. I just think it's so crazy that something like this, something random, just becomes popular and everyone wants it, like even if it's not that good. But you know. And then we got more like pinky going on in the outer part of our lid. This pink is so pigmented, so I'm gonna place it right on the outer corner. Yeah, this one is so pigmented. It's pretty amazing. And I'm gonna blend it out. I'm really curious how long this look actually took them to do because it looks so complex. Like, it's kind of funny because you know who's bought in this palette because their eye's just gonna be all colorful. As long as you know what you're doing, it's gonna be good, but you know. Most important what I look in colorful things like this, palettes, is if the colors work well together or if they're just, you know, there to be on their own. If you're buying a palette and you got a lot of these pretty colors, you should be able to blend them out super nicely without having a hard time. And that could be maybe not all the colors, maybe that's just a few. So far so good. This camera is not picking up the colors the way they are. They look so much prettier, you guys. In reality, it's very pigmented. There's pink, orange, and then a little bit of yellow going on, but the camera's picking that up very, very slightly. Hopefully the picture will do justice once I will post that. The whole point of me doing this whole review for you guys is just so that you know if it's even worth your money. It's not the most expensive palette, but it's not the cheapest one either. It could save you some money. Now we are going to go in with a purple on the outer part of our eye. A little bit of purple and a little bit of blue kind of going right in there, so we'll start with the purple. And I'll be starting with a lighter one in the palette and then going darker as I go. Yeah, that blended up super nice. This would be such a complex look to do. Like for real, this is taking me forever now. So this is what I'm having the problem with the purple. I feel like a lot of purples, when they're super bright, you start to blend them out and they just like start to disappear or smudge around without even giving you the pigment. Like, come on, Morphe here. Step up your game. It's gonna look nothing like the picture, but you know, we're trying. If any of you guys have bought this palette and have done any looks, post them down in the comments because I'd be really curious to see what you guys come up with. I feel like some of these colors are a little hard to work with just because of the pigmentation and the super brightness that they have in them. Let me know if you had a hard time. I'd love to know. I'm just taking a tiny teal just to place it right in there. Make it pop just a bit. We got some blues and greens going on at the bottom of the lid. We'll start out with the blue. I feel like I'm just making so much mess out of these colors. And I won't be using black. I think they have black in there, but it's just too dramatic and I don't want to go overboard too much, so we're just taking more green and adding on to the blue to connect it, and then it'll be yellow in the inner corner. And I suppose I could do a better job at doing my colors. It's almost like you have to have such big eyes to connect all these colors. It is a lot of colors to work with, and I feel like it'd be impossible to put them all in there. Like, that is so much going on right there. Hopefully I don't look like a clown. I noticed that whenever you blend out any of these colors, they just kind of disappear a little bit. And I will add a little more purple on the upper part of the lid just to smoke it out a bit. Add a tiny bit, very gently. I would recommend using smaller brushes when you guys are working with this because they are pretty pigmented, and as you start to blend them out, sometimes they just disappear on you. So you want to make sure you use smaller brushes. It makes it really easy. And I'm gonna add just a touch of black. And I'm just going back over with the purple over that just to keep the purple dark. I don't want to keep it necessarily black, but using a little bit of black underneath any of your eyeshadows just enhances them and makes them pop a little more. The inner corner, just to make it pop, I'm adding just a touch of like this light shimmer from the palette. Alright, and I will put my eyeliner and mascara and be right back. So my final thoughts on this palette. These colors are pretty amazing to work with. This is the look that we created. Now I used a lot of the orange, the yellow, some of these to create it, and I have to say they are pretty pigmented, so that's a plus. They do blend out really nicely, but sometimes if you are mixing like the purples with the blues, sometimes they kind of mix in together and it's hard to tell which of the color that you're using. But for the most part, it is a pretty good palette considering that there's so many colorful colors and also some of these neutrals that you can create a neutral look. And it's nice that they have, most of these are not shimmers, but they are mattes, and that makes it super easy to be able to create a look that you are looking for. So we have started out with a little bit of yellow and orange right in the inner corner, then went in with the pink, purple, and then the blue, and some blue and green on the bottom. So that is the look for today, inspired by JamesCharles. That's on the box of this one. Now I believe this retails for $39, so I mean it is a pretty affordable, and it's for the price you do get a lot of really good colors that you can work with, that you can create a lot of different looks. So would I recommend buying this palette? If you don't have one that's very colorful and you know, you just kind of want to have one palette that has your neutrals, your warms, your cools, and your colors. This is a pretty good palette to go with because it will work really well. I mean, it's Morphe. They do make pretty legit stuff. I really like them. I've tried a lot of their things. I would go for this palette. I mean, I honestly wasn't wanting to buy this, but then after a while I thought, why not try it out for you guys so you can know if it's worth your money. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if you've bought this palette and created a look, put some pictures down below because I'd love to see what you guys have come up with. And thank you guys for watching and seeing how we did our look with using JamesCharles palette. And if you have any questions or comments, comment in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.